Shalom Akim. All praise and glory to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai Bashim Kwakadash. Double honor to the apostle of the great millstone. Salutation to you, Akim, doing the work of truth, sincerity. As we should know about now, they done passed the 666 bill, and that's why I have this page showing. I'm going to read a couple paragraphs from it. It says what? Context of debate. In 2020, the Build Back Better plan was introduced, aimed at revitalizing the economy post-pandemic. Fast forward to 2025, a new proposal dubbed the Big Beautiful Bill has surfaced, leading to debates in various forums. Interestingly, both plans have been associated with the number 666, a figure that many listeners perceive as a sign related to dark themes and conspiracies, which is true. And going down to key themes from the discussion, the second paragraph or the second bullet point, symbolism of 666. The correlation of the bill of both bills with the number 666 has prompted discussions about the potential hidden agendas and negative interpretation of these initiatives. And of course, the BBB, this is the representation of 666. You know, BBB, and of course 666. That's basically what it is. And this is basically the 666 bill. So it's been passed now. So a lot of people is like, what does that mean? So what is it? This is another article. Senate passes Trump's big beautiful bill in a 51-50 vote after marathon session. So it's passed now. The BB bill or 666 bill, and I'll read this paragraph here. Known by the GOP as Big Beautiful Bill 666 bill, the legislation includes ramped up spending for border security, defense, and energy production, and extends trillions of dollars in tax cuts, particularly offset by cuts to health care and nutrition programs. That's talking about Medicaid, and it's talking about SNAP benefits, aka food stamps. The Congressional Budget Office estimates the legislation would increase federal deficits by nearly 3.3 trillion over the next decade, which is bullshit. America's economy is done for. They ain't saving nothing. They basically just passed this bill to make it harder on the people and make them work more for less. A lot of people argue it's a good thing, but like I said, this is a hidden agenda bill. You know, oh, we gonna cut down on welfare and make people work. Oh, it's bullshit. Well, since when has Esau done anything good for you, Jakes? Just like what is it? Yesterday, I was talking about how they just did the what is it? Birthright citizenships. They ended birthright citizenship, and you know there's Jakes that's online talking about, oh, it's a good thing now. Those immigrants can't use that to stay over there. All this bullshit. They was deporting the immigrants before they got rid of that bill. That bill, just like Trump said, was made for slaves, and now they got rid of it. That means the slaves can't hide behind that bill anymore. Esau can argue that you're no longer slaves. That bill was made for slaves. Now it's gone. Now you're just immigrants like everybody else. And I'm talking about the so-called Negroes. Now, getting back to this 666 bill, you know, they're talking about cuts to Medicaid and cuts to SNAP benefits, which is food stamps, aka food stamps. I was watching this video, which they were speaking about certain things, but they were lying while they're speaking, and they were showing different things in the background. That's why I just, paused it here, because, I don't want to hear Esau lying, and just so you can read this and focus on what's on the background. And this is what's really going on, massive spending on border and defense. Over 120 billion is going to border walls, ICE agents, and detention centers. That's the important part right there. is going to, hey, they're about to give billions to ICE agents. Why? To start basically getting rid of you Jakes, you so-called Negroes, Indians, and Latinos, which they already started with the Northern Kingdom, the so-called Latinos. They starting now with the Haitians, and they're gonna end it with you Judites, you so-called Negroes. And then defense budget includes 10 billion for Mars mission planning and more. What does this mean? They planning for Yahweh Shai's return. You know, the Mars mission or space mission is what they're trying to plan for. They know the Heavenly Father is on his way to judge this place. They can see the signs. They know they don't have much time left, which is coming into this Daniel chapter 12, verse 1. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince which standeth for the children of thy people, and there shall be a time of trouble. Because we well off into it. We're well off. Let me rephrase. We well off into the beginning of this. And there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to the same time. And at that time thy people shall be delivered, every one that shall be found written in the book. So we well off into the opening stages of the time of trouble. Uh, what is it? They're deporting the Northern Kingdom, which secretly I believe they're actually dumping them in the oceans. Yes, these devils are diabolical. They're using the mask of deportation, yet they're loading the so-called immigrants into cargo planes and then flying over the ocean and opening up the plane. Because that's what these devils do. There's been reports of dead bodies washing up on shores with in handcuffs and shackles. So, but that's not being reported on the news at this time. Of course, it's going to probably come out as some conspiracy. Then it's going to come out as fact years down the road. So, we're in the opening stages of this time of trouble. This is Isaiah 29 and 15. Woe to them that seek deep to hide their counsel from the Lord, and their works are in the dark. And they say, who seeth us and who knoweth us? The Heavenly Father. Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai see you and know you, and he's exposing you through his men. The hopeful elect. The ones out there preaching and prophesying. And other people who he put the spirit on to expose you devils. Even some of you devils are exposing yourselves. So we see you and we know who you are. You so-called secret societies. The so-called Illuminati, so to speak. So the Heavenly Father is exposing you. And that's why they're ramping up all these different bills, passing all these different bills and laws at the same time. So when it happened, it'll all happen at the same time. Like right now, everything is in place to happen all at the same time. Now that they passed the 666 bill, they then went to what they then dropped bombs on Iran. That opens up the door for terror attacks. They didn't pass they didn't got rid of the birthright citizen bill, so none of you Jakes are citizens. None of you Jakes are citizens. They basically passing all these bills to put you really back in slavery, which is not gonna happen, and they know that's not gonna happen. So they just rather just get rid of Jake altogether. These Edomites are diabolical, and they're going back to their old ways, which we in the truth know it ain't gonna work. So there's about to in this time of trouble when it really starts, when it really ramps up. Hey, it ain't you gonna see dead bodies on the streets. They ain't passing all these bills for nothing. They ain't getting ready for this for nothing. This is John 10 and 10. The thief cometh not but to steal and to kill and to destroy. That's what these devils are here for, to steal, kill, and destroy. That's what they've been doing. That's what they do. That's what they have been doing. That's what they're doing now. I am come that they may have life, the elect of Israel, and that they may have it more abundantly. Because when Yahushua returns, hey, we gonna actually live again. But this ain't living. This is Esau's struggle to keep this kingdom. This is Esau's last hoorah, and he's about to go ham on you, Jakes. Isaiah 10 and 1, woe to them that decree unrighteous decrees and write grievances which they have prescribed. These grievances, Esau is writing these grievances, prescribing these grievances because they know what's coming. And they're going to fight tooth and nail for the end of at the end of their kingdom. They can see its ending coming. They have nowhere else to hide. Nobody respects the Edomite man anymore. The mystery of iniquity has been revealed. So-called white man being the Edomites. But the secret that the ones that calling themselves Jews, they're not. And they're known as the synagogue of Satan. And I'm talking about the whole world knows. Nobody believes that the people, the JOOS wish people, nobody believes that they are the descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. In fact, everybody believes that they're the descendants of Edomites. Only thing is, the other Edomites got caught up in it too. All you so-called white people are Edomites. Well, let me rephrase, the majority of you are. Because we also know that there's a speckled bird out there. Because Jake is scattered amongst all nations. But you Edomites, you so-called white people, are known as the Edomites now. And since that mystery of iniquity is revealed, they know they don't have much time left. Because then the Edomites, hey, you know you don't have no mercy coming from the Heavenly Father. And you know the Heavenly Father is drawing closer and closer. They've been looking at the stars, they've been looking at NASA, and they see the chariots is just right outside the atmosphere. So their time is just almost up. They done passed several bills within the last couple months. And these devils is not finna sit on these bills. Matter of fact, the laws that they never got rid of, they're about to start enforcing. Trump proved that when he first started doing the deportations. So, yeah, we're in the opening stages, man. Expect something big to go down, because these devils then pass yet another bill, which might just been the last bill that they had to pass before they start going hard. And hey, this devil Trump is not on you Jake's side, and y'all gonna find that out real soon. And with that, the point has been made. Till the next time, all praise and glory to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai Bashim Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone. Salutation to you, I can doing the work in truth and sincerity. Shalom.